A victory and a setback today for Donald Trump in his New York legal fights.
What they do is they do election interference, which is court cases, and let's try and tie him up and let's take as much of his money as possible. And we'll post whatever is necessary, whether it be cash or securities or bonds. I would have no problem testifying. I didn't do anything wrong.
What does the man mean?
And it was a win for former President Trump today. A New York appeals court sharply reducing the near $500 million bond in his civil fraud case.
He now has 10 days to come up with the money. On the same day, a judge set a trial date in his criminal hush money case as well. Let's get to NBC's Alice Barr with an update.
A victory and a setback today for Donald Trump in his New York legal fights. A judge ruling jury selection can begin April 15th in the hush money case against the former president, rejecting his legal team's request for another delay and setting him on track for his first criminal trial, just as the 2024 campaign is ramping up.
What they do is they do election interference, which is court cases, and let's try and tie him up and let's take as much of his money as possible.
Legal analysts say the case is about election interference, but that former President Trump is not the victim. Rather, he's accused of falsifying business records to hide a hush money payment to cover up an alleged affair with a porn star before the 2016 election.
It's about an effort to pull the wool over the eyes of voters, to ensure that they didn't have access to important information about a candidate.
Mr. Trump denies the allegations.
I would have no problem testifying. I didn't do anything wrong.
Separately, an appeals court reduced the bond former President Trump has to pay in his New York civil fraud case from more than $450 million down to $175 million. And instead of paying up today or risking having his assets seized, he has an extra 10 days to come up with the money. The former president said he will pay it.
And we'll post whatever is necessary, whether it be cash or securities or bonds.
The Trump legal team working to appeal a judge's ruling from February that found Mr. Trump liable for lying about his wealth to get better deals from lenders. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.